Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of number sets. This is standard 7.2a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 10 off the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So we have 4 different sets of Venn diagrams, and it looks like we've just got circles inside circles inside circles. And we need to make sure we understand the difference between these types of numbers: integers, natural numbers, rational numbers, and whole numbers. So let's just take those one at a time. So integers are going to be whole numbers that are either positive or negative. So let's think -7. Let's say 36. We could do -109. We could do 48,326, something really big. But you notice that our integers are either negative or positive, but they're all whole. No decimals, no mixed numbers, no fractions of any kind. So those are our integers. Now our natural numbers are sometimes called natural numbers, and sometimes they're called counting numbers. So let's make sure we understand them both of those ways, natural or counting. So when we teach kids to count in pre-K, how do we have them start counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth, all the way up to infinity, but we really don't get them to teach that high. So you notice our natural or our counting numbers starts at 1 and moves up. So really, they are positive integers that start at 1. Now, rational numbers is going to be our largest set. And look at that word ratio in here. So any number that can be represented as a ratio. So when I think ratio, I think fraction. So 3/4 is a rational number. But so is 0.7. That's a decimal, but I can represent that as a ratio of 7/10. 37% is also a rational number, because even though it's a percent, I can change that into a ratio of 37/100. We've got negative numbers as well, so -8.2 decimal would work, because I can change that into -8 2/10. So rational numbers include fractions, they include decimals, they include percents, they could be positive and they could be negative. So that's going to include a whole bunch of stuff. And then we have our whole numbers. That's the last one they gave us. Now whole numbers, it's going to be silly. It's every single natural and counting number. It's going to be positive, but it starts with 0 instead of 1. So whole number, 0 is a whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's an entirely different set of numbers simply because of 0. So natural numbers are going to be, it looks like my smallest group here. So I want to, let's say I take this number 1. That's the smallest natural number. And let's see if I can put that in each of my natural numbers here. So I've got my natural number there, so that would work. Right, natural numbers is a whole number, a rational number, an integer. So that would work there. That would work there as well, because natural numbers are integers and rational numbers. Natural numbers would work there, and national numbers would work there. So that's not really going to help me, so let's take our strangest, our biggest group. So let's take 3/4. Let's put 3/4 into each of these groups. Can I put 3/4 into here? That's not going to work, because 3/4 is outside whole numbers and natural numbers, but 3/4 is inside integers, and integers does not include 3/4. It doesn't work there either, because in G, 3/4 is not a part of integers or natural numbers. Now let's look. It works outside both of these. So what's the difference here between H and J? Oh, and they've just switched natural and whole numbers. And we know that our smallest is going to be our natural numbers right here. So our answer is J.